Hello, welcome back to the Lime City Tanker Tournament. We are in the semi-final, which is D-Limes 13 versus Joseph Joestar 316. Joe beat Snow in an incredibly close race. Limes was obviously floated to semis, being the number 1 seed. This should be a pretty rough match for Joe, to be quite honest with you. But thanks for staying with us, everyone. We've had some pretty exciting races so far. We've had our fair share of issues, to be quite honest with you, but that's just our style. And I'm going to count them down in just a second. I'm just making sure they're both ready. And I think we got some problems with the name on stream, but we don't care about that. Alright, so I'll count them down now. In 3, 2, 1, go. And good luck to both of them. Now, Joe, he's had his fair share of losses in races and stuff. He pretty much will race anyone on any game that he plays. And he's been in a few David and Goliath scenarios like this before. Limes has never lost an official MGS2 race so far. He's picked his fights well. But they're both very good European Extreme players and have done their fair share of tankers. Now I know that Limes won't go for any big boss strats, especially on a tank royale and especially in a race. And maybe Joe's learned, if he's been listening into the commentary, maybe he's learned his lesson. He would have won that draw against Snow if he had gone for non-big boss strats.
Freeze.
Pretty standard approach so far, not much between them. And we all know Lime's splices always run, so he probably is playing a VLC video right now.
What?
Seems to be pulling away a little bit on movement, but we won't see any real difference until they get through the Olga fight. Now let's see what we get. Left side for both. Oh, sorry, no, it was the right side for Joe. That's my bad. I'm trying to look at both at the same time. No, it was the left side for both. Just ignore me. I'm both getting the loop, which is good. Really is nothing between them now. Someone at Raichu. Is it loud or is it adding to the ambience? Because it might be alright. Like if it's louder than me, yeah, just leave it, it's fine. Is it adding to the hype or not? Oh, someone at Raichu then.
Send back up.
Yeah, Limes again, he just seems to be pulling away on slightly sharper movement. Now deck A, we're going to see Limes just completely ignore the guard, take the alert, and Joe will lose a little bit of time for doing that big boss method there. And you can see how much of a difference it makes. It's only a couple of seconds, but it will allow Limes to fully take the lead. We're still a best of 3 in the semis here. In the final, we will move to a best of 5.
Freeze. What's that? I got it. Are you okay?
I feel like the tanker could be improved with some royalty-free music.
Huh? Being attacked. I don't know where he is. Security.
Look how careful Lance is being with those sensor shots. He played it so careful.
Verrazano Bridge checkpoint passed. All non-essential personnel report.
Now deck 2, Joe's been doing that tricky SOCOM setup. Limes is on the SOCOM as well. Or is it a USP? I'm sure Major will correct me. But yeah, they're both gonna go for that tricky setup. Thanks, mate. Yeah, I really don't like it. I don't like that deck 2 USP strat. It caught Joe out in one of the games against Snow. It actually caused him to take a continue, so very risky. And going into guard rush. You can shoot that first guard with the USP, it allows you to get a better headshot. Limes actually missed it, but he is going a mix of USP and M9, whereas Joe will just use M9 the whole thing. Miscounted there, he came out a little bit soon. And Joe pulls ahead after guard rush. Lime's getting a little bit trapped here. Oh, he's took a death too. This could be game 1 to Joe. I'm absolutely stunned. Joe going with a safe approach in hold 1. He's tranking the guard ahead of time. I wonder if he just got unfortunate RNG, or I know oh, Joe took a continuing hold 2. That's going to send him back. In European Extreme, if you take a continue in any of the holds, it will send you back to the start, and Limes can't beat guard rush. Limes is struggling to beat guard rush. I've never seen this before.
With Ray, the hundreds, if not thousands, of Metal Gears that exist all over the world are no longer a threat.
I'm absolutely stunned, folks. I don't know what to say.
Freeze.
Will this be the day he falls?
Freeze.
And as I say, he has never lost an official race. He's something like, I don't know, 17-0. And to be honest, I don't think I've ever seen him drop a game before, but he's out of guard rush. Joe is on hold 3. I can't see him coming back from this one, so he will go down a game in this best of 3. It's true, The Undertaker did lose his streak at one point, so we'll let both players finish out. $7.19 for JoJo. And Limes will have to dig deep on this one. In this game too. Pretty good so far though, folks. Pretty good so far. So 2 continues for Limes, 1 continue for Joe. And we'll see a rare 8-18 from Limes. We'll let them get back to the main menu. And then I'll count them down for game 2 in this best of 3 match point for Joe. And once they're on the screens, I'll see if they're ready. Yeah, the streak's not dead. It's the best of 3. And I'm just waiting on confirmation from Joe. Alright, I'll count them down. 3, 2, 1, go. And they're on it for game number 2, 1-0 to Joe. Facing off against the number 1 seed, D-Limes 13. Some mishaps in the guard rush. Joe had, mishap in hold 1. But slow and steady wins the race for Joe. He took some slower strats. Paid off massively. Especially that hold 1 trank in the guard at the start.
Freeze. Freeze. Who's there?
The party's out of control.
Freeze.
So yeah, we'll see a pretty standard again from both. We won't see a difference until Olga. Lime's taking a shot there.
What?
Joe got away with it. Lime's slightly ahead again. And we'll see what Olga's to get. Could mean the whole difference. Left for Limes, right for Joe. Will she loop? That's a loop for Limes.
I've been with the unit since I was born. I grew up on the battlefield. Conflict and victory were my parents.
Lime's taking a much needed lead in this race. But as we've seen, anything
We've
can
shared
happen.
everything.
About 8 seconds between them. No dab drop for Limes. I could see Joe was mashing it, but no dab drop for him either. That's correct, Mac. Joe is currently up 1-0. Match point for Joe. If he wins this, he will move on and Limes will be eliminated. You don't need to see it on the stream. You heard it here first, people.
Send back.
And there'll be no big boss safety straps for Limes again. I wonder if Joe will try and push it.
Who's there?
Nope, he just can't fight that muscle memory. So Joe's going to fall a little bit more behind again. But it won't matter if Limes can't do guard rush, it won't matter. He gets kicked.
Freeze.
He was going for the fast trank on the guard because he got the slow engine room. He's going for the fast trank and now he's got to do like a recovery here.
Freeze.
It's 1-0 to Joseph Joestar at the moment. And he was trying to get the alert, he was trying to skip the cutscene still. Because he had no more guards to skip the cutscene with. And clean senses for Joe, he's caught up really well here. Now it looks like Lime's going to take deck 2 really safely.
All non-essential personnel report to the holds in 10 minutes time for the scheduled briefing session with the Commandant. You are ordered to continue manning your posts until
This would be the upset.
Freeze. The enemy is attacking.
Full game because you can't get a big boss rank with radar on. And you only get it in the tanker. Now he's back, Arch Nemesis, Guard Rush. Gets the first shot here, takes it safe, ducks behind the box. He doesn't stand out to get that guard, he's keeping all the health he can. Joe's looking good on the Guard Rush too. And Limes is out. 3 guards for Joe. And Joe's out. Extremely close this. I mean, I'm nervous. Can't imagine how they're feeling right now. Taking it really safe with a punch kick setup for ladder glitch.
The only thing that can stand up to a Metal Gear is, of course, another Metal Gear. With Ray,
And Joe misses the ladder glitch, climbing down the ladder for safety.
all over the world are no longer a threat.
That's about an 11-second time loss.
The liberation will be contained, and it will be the Marine Corps and now Ray that will accomplish this. At the moment,
I've lost both streams for a second here. And I'm back, I think.
industrialized nation on the globe knows the specifications for Metal Gear.
Freeze. Freeze.
I'm behind, I'm seeing it as you guys are seeing it.
They are all working on deploying their own.
I think Limes will take this one.
All working on deploying their own Metal Gear force to compete with the U.S.'s nuclear strike capability. The world is about to see us.
And Limes picks it up nicely there.
Metal Gear derivatives.
It was a little bit scary for a moment, but pretty sure Limes will take the win here. Did have to be some severe difference in loads, right? 6:45.
We, the Marines,
That's a fast tanker. And Joe's going to finish up with a 7:02, a very respectable time as well. 6:45 is now the lowest time we've seen on the tanker today. It's the fastest time we've seen today. 1-1 going into this game 3. I'm just going to reset my VLCs because they're giving me pauses occasionally. And we'll get these guys to go back to the starting screen. for our final game of the set between Joe and Limes. 1-1 each. 1 point each, should I say. And I'll see if they're ready. And they are both ready, so I'll count them down. 3, 2, 1, go. And best of luck to both of them. I can't believe what I'm seeing here today. This is perhaps the closest Joe's been to beating Limes. I think the closest, you know, anyone's ever been. You gotta lose sometime, right?
Freeze.
Will it be today?
With that.
What's going on? Respond.
Freeze. Freeze.
Kind of nervous. I don't want to see any of these guys lose, but someone has to. Outside of a draw, which we have seen one of today.
What?
And Olga was a huge separator in the last match, so they're both going to be hoping for left ones here. That's a right side for Limes. And a right side for Joe. Right side is a little bit easier to execute.
I've been with the unit since I was born. I grew up on the battlefield. Conflict and victory were my parents. The unit... We've shared everything. All the bad and all the...
Yeah, it seems okay on my end. But Limes is... Yeah, it seems fine on my end, Joe stream. I'm not sure what's going on. But they're both finishing pretty much dead even. A little bit of crazy movement from Limes there. I thought he was getting the dab drop. Joe gets it. He needed it. He needed it. A little half second brought back for Joe. I think Joe's had the most dab drops today.
Possible hostile site.
This is so close.
Send back up.
And Limes will pull a little bit further ahead on Deck A because he's not going to go for any big boss strats. He's just going to take the alert again. I thought Joe might have wised up by now and thought, you know what, it doesn't matter if I get that alert. But he's a purist. Big boss purist.
Freeze. What's that? Who's that?
And we get a fast engine room from
Are you
Limes.
okay?
Joe's going to have to shoot the radio out.
What's going on? Respond.
Being attacked. I don't know where he is. I'm security.
Well, I thought he was going to shoot the bridge for a second there. That was so close. It's hard to watch people shoot the sensors.
horizontal bridge
Limes
checkpoint
pulled ever so
passed.
slightly ahead with that
All
decay
non-essential
and
personnel
fast
report
engine
to the
room.
holds in 10 minutes time for the scheduled briefing session with the Commandant. You are ordered to continue manning your post
But it's
until
still so
that
close.
time.
Freeze. The enemy is attacking.
Lime's picking up those bullets. He's going to need them. We're going to see an aggressive USP guard rush from Limes, I think. I think he'll play it safe at the start and he'll duck behind the box for the guard at the back. I don't think he'll stand out and try and shoot him. Looking good from both so far. And just the 3 guards left for Limes. Joe's still got 1 or 2 to mop up here. Nice lean strat to get that guard. Only a few seconds between them. God, the way Limes does ladder glitch, I always think he's missed it. Oh, he can't. That was such a nice backup. That was such a nice backup. Because he held up the guard, he couldn't roll past the next guard. He had to go on the left. So he went into first person view and headshotted the guard. That was excellent. And little mistake from Joe there. I think it'll cost him. I really do think it'll cost him here.
At the moment, every industrialized nation on the globe.
He gave him hope. Limes gave him hope.
Freeze.
Outside of him messing up the photos here, I can't see Joe's way back into this race.
They are all working on deploying their own.
And we'll get to see these photos now, but
They are all working on deploying their
it's possible to mess up those photos.
Air Force to compete with the U.S.'s nuclear strike capability. The
No,
world is
I think
about
Limes has got it here. We'll go to the IGT, obviously, but
a swarm of these Metal Gear derivatives.
holy crap. 6:49. 6:49. That is a hell of a time. Rough start from Limes there.
We, the Marines.
2-1. Excellent showing from Joe. Really excellent. 7-10 for Joe. So, D-Limes, Tyler 2022 in the grand final. Best of 5 European Extreme Tanker. We'll get that going in just a second. We'll go back to a little intermission. And we'll catch you guys really soon for the grand final. Get hype.